And welcome back to Music Free Gaming. I hope you're having a fabulous day. And yeah, some things are a little bit different today. Just a little bit. I've changed my bot over from Mix It Up to Streamer.bot. And I thought I'd give that a try. It's taken a little while. Some things are different. I don't have everything all sorted out. There are some rough edges. Still working on that, but I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good. So we're going to try it today, see how it goes, and hopefully things are going to work. we shall see. But let's go ahead and get into create mod because that's where the fun is. We could talk more about my bot change as we go. But we are sitting here in my base. Also, well, in front of this lovely sign where, if you like and if you become a supporter at musicfreegaming.com, you can get your name on this sign. It'll be cool. But I'm also smashing out a bunch of iron sheets over here because, yeah, we totally need to have all of that happening here. So many iron sheets need to happen here. So many. It's almost done though, because what I need here is I'm going to need a bunch of iron mesh. Okay. I'm also going to mend up my shovel because that's a thing that has to happen. Yep, got plenty of XP over there. So, awesome. Sounds like this is done. Let's see if I can craft up some industrial iron mesh fence. Okay, and boom. Yes. Can I craft up a bunch of iron mesh fence? I think the answer to that is a hard yes. Okay, yes, I forgot it made 16. Okay, no, it's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna make sense. Absolutely. Also, let's switch over to my elytra because that'll be faster. All right. So, on today's episode of What the Heck Am I Doing Here? We're going to figure out what the heck I'm doing here by putting in fences. Yeah, so my first step here is to get fencing all the way around this farmland. Okay? That's right. See if I can keep ahead of those villagers as they go. But yeah, so the idea here is I'm going to put this fence in badly. Put the fence in badly. Do I ever put it in well? Well, sometimes. Okay, so that's going to go there. Oh, where's my wrench? Because I think, is this? No. Some of this I can just pick up, but not that one. All right, so we're just going to get all of this. Whoa, nope. This is as bad as placing glass panes, man. Such a pain. Except without the obvious pun potential here. Okay? I would like to say that placing all of this iron fence would be pun-worthy. But no, it's just not. It's just not. We're gonna have to survive without puns for a while. As difficult as that sounds. Okay. This part's gonna be easy. Whip this right around here like so. And let's get this one over here. Again, it helps if I were to put them in the correct place and not the incorrect place. I know, weird, right? But that is this will go significantly faster if I can put all of these in the right place. And this is why I needed 18 trillion fences. All right. So, hope you're all doing okay. I have been dealing with the weirdest foot pain that I've had in a long time. And I think I managed to get bitten by a radioactive slug or something. And I thought maybe I had strained something in my sleep because I am old man. And that is one of my superpowers, to injure myself while sleeping. But no, that's not what happened. It definitely seems like I managed to do something. Oh, he's got a shovel. Good. Yeah, it definitely seems like I got bit by something. But yeah, that's what I ended up doing yesterday. See, my foot hurt so bad yesterday that I could barely walk. Standing sucked and walking wasn't any better. So, okay. All right, so we're good there. So I called in sick to work and spent the day icing my foot, taking ibuprofen and antihistamine, because that's one of the things you do if you're having a reaction to a bug bite. And yeah, it was a whole special breed of fun. Except for the whole fun part. Okay. Looks like we are good. This fence goes all the way around, so that's great. And it doesn't need to be a 3-block high fence here. I just need it to be tall enough that the villagers aren't going to be able to walk out of it. Hey, Carp, how's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're having a fabulous day. Right. The other place I need to get fencing in is down here. So I need to keep all of the villagers away from my machinery, because they are all way too curious. Okay, and how do I want to do this? I think I shall build a wall. I think that is 100% how this is going to work. Do I have cobblestone? Yes. Can I get cobblestone on my hotbar? Well, that's a definite maybe. Okay. Okay, light-wise, seem to be. So yeah. Anyway, so my foot has been hurting since Tuesday, and that sucks. Could barely walk Wednesday. Took the day off. Did some work updating my bot. Now, I've been using Mix It Up to run my streams. Not only did it do all of the chat stuff, like when you do a stream joke or something, right? It did all of that, but it also did all of my overlays, and which is cool. It's extraordinarily powerful that way, and I love it. But I had a couple things come up that got me thinking maybe I should start looking at something else. So I did. And I've been fairly happy. There are some things that don't work quite as well with streamer.bot, but there are a number of things that are working great. So we're going to see. Okay, so this should be able to keep the villagers out of this from the thing over there. And yeah. All right. Now I've got some villagers here. I'll move them in a minute, but do I have a lead handy. I don't think so. Okay. I just want to get this iron golem out of here. Hi. Did you? Okay, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Your service was most helpful. All right. Cool. So, yeah. Anyway. Hey, how's it going there, Kiana? Welcome in, welcome in. Things are going okay. Said my foot is feeling better, which I'm happy about because I don't like pain. But it still hurts a little bit, but not like it did yesterday. Oh, that was bad. All right, you guys need to come back over here. This is where you live, okay? You live here, not over there, over here. But yeah, besides that, I'm doing okay. All right, so that should keep them out there. The next place I need to at least get a fence up is going to be with this thing. Because the villagers just like to come hop in this machine and run on the treadmill forever. Like this guy right there. He's just sitting there. Just avoiding death. Here, you come over here. All right. So let's see. I think we'll do it this way. We'll come like this. Hi guys. Yeah, we good? We're good. All right, and I'm going to bring this around like so, I think. Yeah, that'll work. And let's come this way. Something like this. Okay. Oh yeah, we'll get this fence up here so it's nice and safe, and I won't have to worry about villagers, you know, getting caught in the gears and causing liability issues, lawsuits, and all that stuff. You know, their untimely deaths would not hinder my machine in the slightest. But if I'm going to be honest with you, I don't want to have to deal with the lawsuits. So I think that's really the important thing here to worry about. And while I say my foot doesn't hurt as bad, and that's true, I have to remember not to put weight on it while I'm sitting down. Right? Have you ever noticed how much weight you put on your feet when you're just sitting? I didn't, until doing so hurt like the dickens. And I'm not talking about, you know, the friendly Charles Dickens type of pain where you're just dealing with you know, ghosts and stuff. No, we're talking about actual pain. Yeah, lawsuits. You know, the villagers, man, if they get caught in the machinery and die, I don't want to have to deal with their next of kin suing me, because that would suck. Walked away, missed a very crucial part of the stream. Yep. No, the lawsuits are strictly villager related. Okay. Yeah. And so we're just going to keep them out of here, you know, to the greatest extent possible, right? Okay. Because I don't want them to be here in the machinery. Your back pain is getting worse? Oh, that sucks. Yeah, back pain is no fun at all. Let's see. How do I want this to go? In all honesty, maybe I'll just run this. Oh, actually, do I want the villagers to be able to get to this water? I guess it doesn't make a lot of difference. Yeah, back pain, no fun. As someone who's had to deal with that, yeah, it's not great. Though, you know, honestly, what has helped my back pain has been losing weight. I've lost, what am I at now? 30-ish, 30, 35 pounds, somewhere in there over the last several months. And man, I am dealing with a lot less back pain than I was, well, before I lost all that weight. And that is awesome. I am a big fan of not being in pain. Okay. So there's a distinct possibility a villager could still get over here, but it would have to be really determined. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. Heck, I'm almost to the point that I've almost lost enough weight that I can wear my wedding ring again. I mean, I can put it on, but it's, ta-da, wedding ring, but it's still just a little bit tight, that it's not comfortable. So I'll have to lose a little bit more tonnage before that happens. But all right, well, good. I was thinking of building a whole building or something here. I may do that eventually, but for now, we're just going to deal with this. And I can get over it because I have a jetpack. So when I need to get over here to get sturdy sheets, which I may never need to get more sturdy sheets. I have all the sturdy sheets in the world for trains and stuff. Should be good. Okay. Nice. So this is good. Here, let's sleep. And guys, you know, you can't go anywhere from up there, right? Yeah. Oh, leather worker. Yep, definitely checking out the cows. Ooh, and our horse grew up. Awesome. I think if I were to sit on this horse, I would die. Not quite. But it's definitely not happy with me. Okay. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Good? No, we're not good. Okay, now we're good. Thanks. All right. Turns out you can't tame the ponies. You got to wait for them to grow up. All right. And we're good. So they could see the machinery from here, and that's fine. But otherwise, I think these villagers, at least, are pretty well fenced in. Where it breaks down is out here. They could come out this way and wander off, and there's a possibility that grumpy people, you know, zombies and pillagers and salespeople will show up here and come inside, but it might be okay. You've gained at least 10 pounds? Well, yeah, I could see that if you're dealing with back pain, not being able to move around as much. All right. Yeah, I've been working to lose weight, since last summer. And I've done it mostly through a change in diet. Right? I'm eating less meat. I'm eating less sugar. And yeah, all of that has helped quite a bit. All right, so, and I'm eating more vegetables. So, you know, I'm eating healthy. You have everything you need to set up your solar septic and your water. Nice. Oh, man. I so want to set up solar on my house. But I have two problems. One, I don't have money to do it. And two, the way my house is shaped, my house is a square, and I have a pyramid-shaped roof. So I don't have a great amount of surface area to put solar on. Oh, your fiance is very interested in the trains in this mod? Dude, if your fiance likes Minecraft, the create mod and um, the create mod is awesome. And if you get the, what is it? There's another one, the create Steam and Rails, which I don't think is updated for Create 6 yet, but it's actually available for Bedrock now. Ooh, nice. I didn't, okay, cool. But yeah, I've got those two mods, and you can do all sorts of cool stuff with trains. I'm not a huge fan of trains, so I've been building like RVs and trucks and cars and things. Oh, which reminds me, my RVs or my trains and stuff are all stuck over here. I need to come do something about that. I've managed to get them into a race condition of some sort. Let's see. These guys can't go, and weird things are happening. Surprised how few panels you need to make a difference? Yeah. Okay, you go there. Okay. So he's going that way, he's going this way. Okay. And I think... Okay. The pizza train and the lava train have decided to see more of each other, and that's not ideal. But yeah, I would love to do solar. Heck, we've got, where I live, we get like 320 days of sunshine a year or something like that. Oh, he loves, so I got excited when I said cars. Yeah. Because yeah, I mean, look at this. Okay, that's a sandwich. You know, that's sort of a car. But I've also built a couple of train dealy bobs over here. Here. The lava train just drove off. But then I've got like this little train here. It's not great because I'm not the greatest builder here, but the smokestacks I think come from the Steam and Rails mod. So yeah, it's my weird Cybertruck slug thing. I gotta do something with that train. It just looks silly. But yeah, you can do all sorts of cool stuff. And when I started this world, here, we're going to the same place. I'll hitch a ride. Yeah, I'll hitch a ride. There we go. Or not. Anyway, when I started this world, I decided I wanted to use trains to deliver all of the goods to the different restaurants and stuff. So here we are. All right. Yeah, so it's cool. It is all sorts of fun. Yeah, we all start somewhere. Exactly. So it's fun. I really like it. It's just cool. All right, now, before we get too excited about something, the next step here is I'm going to cover this hillside here with wheat. So what I need to do first off is I'm going to need a spot for water. Let's see. You'll be subscribing so you can see more of my builds. Yeah. But yeah, it's all sorts of fun here. Dirt, grass, something. Oh, I've got all of those things. All right. And we'll just set up a little water source, which requires buckets and or water. Right. Well, I had water. No! No. All right, hang on. I gotta go fix my trains again. Oh, yeah. This is the problem. I haven't quite figured it out yet. Is my signals are not quite set up correctly to avoid this situation. Okay, just not quite. So we'll get, oops, stop that. Okay. I would like to place the train. Oh, wait, come back, close the gate. There we go. We got it. Sub so can see more. Nice. Well, thank you for the sub. Yeah, so we've got all sorts of fun stuff going on here. And, all right, so what am I doing? I'm doing stuff and things. Oh, right, sorry, I got distracted by the trains crashing. Yeah, so you can set up train signals to try to keep them from doing that. And obviously, I don't have my signals totally set up correctly. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. No. Actually, I don't want that there anyway. I want this 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Okay. Okay. Turns out that's another frog light. It's all right. We're good. We got all the frog lights. We're totally fine with the frog lights. Okay, but I'm just gonna go, and basically from this point on, about every 8 blocks, we're gonna set up another hole with a frog light in it. It's gonna be light and it's gonna be water eventually, which I totally forgot to get because I remember things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, I think is how this works, right? Oh yeah, these fences, they come from, it's a different mod. Where do these come from? Oh, those come from the Create Deco mod. So you get these sorts of iron bars and mesh fences and all sorts of cool stuff. And they're great for this. The other place I use them, and I think they look really cool, is over here around these windmills. Yeah, just because you get the whole idea of that, oh yeah, this is a dangerous place and maybe we don't want people to wander in here with all of our high voltage. So, yeah. Yeah, it's fun. There are lots of weird blocks and I always end up having problems with too many different blocks. Like, what do I do? But yeah, it's fun. It's just cool. So, and if I were a better builder, I could take more advantage of it. But that's okay. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dig. All right, and right there. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, so I'm just going to set up this grid. It's not going to be anything crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that means there. Okay. Because remember, water will irrigate 4 blocks. It's like a 4-block square in every direction, right? So, all right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll see what happens over in this corner. Okay. All right. But coming off this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we go. Ta-da! All right, look, I can do a thing. All right, so now this should be right. Okay, could you move, please? You're sort of in the way. Where's my sandwiches? Okay, there we go. Sandwiches. So you move from space engineers, like your fiance mentioned, we're working on solar, so we can run your PCs. Nice. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Nice. Yeah, I've always wanted a solar rig. It's not that I want to live off the grid. I just want to be able to live off the grid. Or at the very least, you know, get a little bit of, okay, I have to count this one out. Get a little bit of extra juice, you know? 2, 4, 2, 3, 4. One of the things I've wanted to do too, and again, it's going to be a problem until I get some cash. But I want to get an EV, and it'd be really nice just to charge that off of solar instead of having to pay the city for the power. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We're going to get there. I mean, after I sneeze. But yeah, I love the create mod. You know, I like to build redstone stuff in vanilla, and create mod scratches that same itch, but in a way that's just some ways easier and some ways just more interesting. So, you know, and in this world, I'm mostly using it to make food. Okay, goes kind of like that. All right. Yeah, you like your gas motors? That's fair. That is perfectly fair. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is fine. So we've got this house here. I don't think I'm going to run field around that way. We'll see what happens with this hill. I'm actually a little bit concerned with some other things here, but we'll get that figured out. But first, let's go get that water I was totally going to go get a minute ago and absolutely forgot to get. Yeah. This way's fine. Okay. Actually, you know, I probably should run a little bit of a fence here too. Let's do that. Not that it's going to be absolutely necessary, but there is a river. It's a river biome that's over there. I think it's over that way a little bit. And that can spawn drowned. And the drowned would like nothing more than to eat my villagers. And I would rather they not eat my villagers. So we're gonna try to avoid that possibility. Not that one. Okay. All right, good. So now I've got water source here. Seen a lot more Java mods, but enjoy the challenge of limited blocks on Bedrock. That's fair. That's fair. I'm not one of those like weird elitists. Yeah, it's like, oh, it's Java or nothing. But I like to build redstone, and Bedrock is just funky when it comes to redstone. Heck, I built a potion machine not too long ago. And, you know, it just auto-crafts potions. And it mostly works in Bedrock. But there's it's got a weird thing with it. Because it's got this random update order. So your potion ingredients could end up going in the wrong order. It's really strange and less cool than it sounds. Okay. This corner, I'm a little bit worried about how the water is going to irrigate everything, but we'll give it a shot here and see. But yeah, Bedrock. Oh, okay. I don't think Bedrock has modding in the full Java sense of the word. But they've got some really cool. I mean, Mojang's been doing so much with data packs and stuff that you can get really close. All right, so now I think I can take out all of these torches here. Yeah, that's on the other side of the fence. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think we're going to be good. So we should have enough light that I won't have to worry about, I'll leave that one there for now. Won't have to worry about lots of other things happening. Okay. And as I said, I am going to be pulling the wheat farm this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And right there. Sweet. Okay. And then this is all going to come up this way, but I'm not entirely sure how the irrigation is going to work coming up this hill. So also, I think I'm going to need a little bit of light there. Just for now. Just for now. All right. Okay, now I do want, before I start trampling these things over and over again, I'm going to have to figure out a cover for these. Basically, I'm just going to throw in some trapdoors, but I don't know if I want to do... I just don't know what color I want my trapdoors to be. And I think what I'll do is let's get... Oh, let's go get some dark oak. Dark oak. All right. Actually, you know what? I was going to fly it. Let's take the car. Or let's not take the car. That's okay too. All right. Yeah, there is a difference. You can do more with mods than you can do with... oh, me too. You can do more with mods than you can with the add-ons. But... all right, and let's go. Use moss or rugs. Well, I can't put that over the trapdoor or over those holes where I've got the water. So what I'm going to do, at least first of all, is I'm going to put in some, some dark oak wood, like slabs. All right, and in we go. All right. All right, so let's see. Let's see if I have dark oak here. Otherwise, we'll go to the farm. And then, yeah, I could put some moss over the trap doors. So let's actually see if I have some made up. Not really. I've got spruce, but was that spruce up to? Yeah, it was. That's fine. I've got plenty. We're set over here. So dark, that's spruce, dark oak. There we go. It should be fine. I actually don't need that much, so it should be great. And then what I might do is, if I can find an ocean, there's some yellow, like, fan coral or something that I think would work out pretty well. And would mix in nicely with the rest of the wheat. So we'll see how that goes. Okay. But need a hoe. All right, so we'll take this back over to the village. We're to Southtown. Past the tree farms. Oh. Hi. Why are we all waiting here? Apparently, we've got a traffic jam. I don't know why we have a traffic jam. Oh. All right, hang on. I guess we're going to go fix the traffic jam. Okay. No, we're good. Everything's great. This is perfectly normal. Silly Cybertruck driver doesn't know where he's going. All right. All right, so there he's going, and then he's going to go. All right. And I'm going to go, hopefully. All right. I was not expecting to get stuck in traffic. Okay. I wasn't. It was just not a thing I was expecting to have happen. But, you know, sometimes even in Minecraft, you can get stuck in traffic, and that's just where we are today. All right, so drive off, and I need to move I was not planning ahead. I need to move these signals out a little bit. But it's okay. All right. We're good. Everything's going to be fine. All right, we'll just swing around the outside of Southtown over here. All right. And boom. All right. Disassemble the train. Grab my schedule back. No. This goes back in here. Thank you. And now that the train has been disassembled, there are actual blocks in the world again, and I can sleep in the bed, and I can interact with everything in here. It really is a portable base, and I love it. All right, so let's get over here and start plowing. Oh yeah, this is going to be great. Looks like I'm going to have to get under there and do some stuff too, but that's okay. Okay, good. It did irrigate. Nice. Okay. I was a little bit worried about that, so. Okay. And I think this is going to get... I don't think I'm going to actually put some crops right under this tree. All right, but we've got a lot of fields to plow here, so. And I didn't. Oh, darn it! Hang on. I need to get those slabs I was talking about a minute ago. All right, so grab some of those. My crafting table is right there. All right, wonderful. Okay, and so I'm using the dark oak because I think it's going to blend in a little bit more with these, with this irrigated cropland stuff. Okay, now did this just fail? Oh yeah, this is not happy here. Okay. Welcome back, Cheese. Hope you're having a fabulous day. Yeah, I think what I'm going to have to do is we'll get some seeds, we'll plant before this switches back, and we should be all right. Yeah, because I'm just apparently the irrigation goes down but not up, I guess. So, yeah. Yeah, there's actually a thing I can do that here. There's a what do I call it here? Plow. Yeah, so there's a mechanical plow that here, let's go ahead and just pull up the ponder for it. This stuff is fun. It moves and it can pick up blocks and stuff. But it can also this way. Pulls into there, but it can also plow the farmland for you. But I just didn't feel like making a tractor, so that's where we're at. Tractorless, and I'm now plowing 40 acres by hand because that's just how this works. And I've got a cool contraption that will drill, which is nice. You know, I like drills. Got a cat over there. Actually, that's been really nice, digging out a bunch of area for various things. Okay. Yeah, definitely going to have to replow a lot of that corner when I'm done here. But that's going to be a case of plow and plant, plow and plant, plow and plant. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have the same issue over here. So, okay. I'm doing okay. Now that my foot has stopped hurting as much, I'm doing much better. Okay. But since I decided not to build a contraption that plows this field for me, we're going to be doing it by hand. Oh yeah, some of this is definitely going to go. So yeah, I'm going to have to come in here with a little bit more irrigation and do some other things, but we'll deal with that problem when we get there. That's a problem for future me. All right. But yeah, I actually have back over at my main base, one of the first farms I built, was a I didn't put the slabs in. One of the first farms I built was an automatic crop farm. So yeah, I figured that was an accidental repost there. Jeez. Okay. Get all this in place here. Your internet went out? Yeah. Funny thing, that internet. My internet goes out more than I do. And that's just wrong. That's 100% a bad dad Gen Z joke there somewhere. All right. Well, let's see what else is going on. Not a whole lot. Enjoyed watching Andor. Season 2 of Andor was really fun. I think that's going to be the subject of the next podcast I record. Speaking of which, got a new podcast that dropped yesterday. That's it. It was available on Monday for supporters at musicfreegaming.com, but it's a good. I talk about all sorts of random stuff there, and this time I was talking about art. So, yep, so lots of fun stuff there. About art, and I think I've got one about pets coming up here soon. Set the really late movie review of Andor season 2, and maybe a couple of other things. I've seen a couple of other movies, but I don't like to talk about movies I didn't like, so maybe I won't talk about those. I made the mistake of watching an Adam Sandler movie, and it's not my cup of tea. But you're back. Okay. Being back is good. Ta-da! Look, I can place blocks. Sometimes in the right place. Okay. Yeah, I definitely need to get another little bit of irrigation over there, but maybe not. Maybe I can plow and plant fast enough that I don't have to worry about it. Because it will stay plowed as long as there's stuff planted in it. Okay, so that's fine. All right. Okay. So we'll bring this way. I think that little chopped off tree is just just going to stay there. It's silly and I like it. So I'm making farms. I'm making a farm, but unlike my other farms, this is a decorative farm. Yeah, this farm is just here for decoration. Because I've got all of this space over here, right? So there's my McBurger hut, right? This gas station and stuff. And I had the village that I covered over. Well, I want to get over here and make this look a little bit more intentional. So I'm just going to cover it in wheat and we'll call it a day. Actually, you know what would be really cool? I have villagers over here. Hang on. Let's take advantage of that fact. Let's get over here, and I've got a zillion and a half seeds over here at my farm. You know, I built this. It was going to be like a standalone barn and silo, and then my base just sort of grew right up next to it. Okay, let's free up a little inventory space here. All right, so we need all the seeds in the world. Okay, so many seeds. I don't know how many seeds I'm going to need, but this is how many we're going to take. There's so many of them. Okay. Oh, look. It's back. What do you know? I wish I had noticed that sooner. That just sort of dropped out over there. Okay. Dang. So basically for the last hour, it's been all sorts of nothing. Cool. Anyway, so for those of you who watch this later on YouTube, spend an hour planting this field. And it's here. It's definitely here. And the villagers are doing their thing. Okay. And put a one of these guys, lightning rod over here. So that's cool. All right, let's see if there's anything else going on. Yeah, that's just sad. That's just sad that dropped like that. Okay, well, it's all right. I can't say this has been the most exciting episode of all time anyway, with all of the crop planting, but starting to look better. Once these... Yeah, see, as you come by this by train, or you look at it out from here, this is going to be cool. It's just going to be a nice little bit of filler. Let's be honest, that's what this is. This is just filler. But, you know, I'm down with that. Okay, well then, I think that will do it. See if there's anything else that I want to do tonight, and I don't think so. I think we're going to call this good. Let's talk a little bit about what's going to happen on Saturday then. So I think the next thing I want to do is I want to get thinking about an ice cream shop, okay? And that's going to come over here, all right? And that's going to go in this space right here. Why this space? It's because I've got a milk pipeline right here. So I can connect straight from the dairy right over here into all this goodness, okay? So that's great. So all I need to figure out then is, how do you make ice cream? right? So ice cream, right? There are, 7 different flavors. We got melon, apple, sweet berry, glowberry, chorus fruit, and chocolate. Okay. So all of this should be fairly straightforward. It's ice or packed ice. Ooh, that's interesting. With heavy cream, and then we do the thing. Okay, great. So all right, and so and what is this? Condensed milk fluid, or okay, so how do you make condensed milk fluid? Oh, you add powdered sugar to milk. Okay. All right, so that shouldn't be too bad because I can get sugar and you heat it. Okay, no big deal. So that'll give you condensed milk. And then you mix that with your ice, your melon, and your heavy cream fluid. What is... Oh, okay, so this is going to be slightly more challenging. Heavy cream fluid is butter, powdered sugar, and milk. Okay, so we're going to need all of that stuff. Where things are going to get tough is ice. So ice, condensed milk fluid, and heavy cream fluid. And then if you just mix that with your flavoring. Okay, that looks like the way to go then, is to make ice cream fluid. Okay, yeah, we'll just make ice cream fluid and then pipe that over to where it can get mixed with fruits. Or we just add our ingredients to it. All right, and then that can get pumped out here, and then we can make ice cream buckets or a scoop of ice cream, or... Oh, that's slice. Okay. But that's not ice. All right, so we can get all of these different ice creams, right? So we can get bowls of ice cream and stuff, right? Sounds great. Oh, mix the bowl with sticks and you get spoons. Okay. Cool. Or we just get it by the bucket, right? Because, we just fill chocolate. Can't eat it that way, though. So yeah, we'll have to do bowls of ice cream, which is just squirt your ice cream into a bowl and you call it good. All right. Packed ice, though. I could use packed ice and not regular ice. That might make farming this a little bit easier. Okay, because you can't use mechanical drills on ice. Okay, it breaks it, turns it into water. But you can use them on packed ice, and packed ice, you can get by chilling regular ice. So if I were to blow this through a bunch of ice. Yeah, okay. That could be a thing. All right. So that's something to think about then, as far as our ice cream making goes. I just have to find a good place to do that. But honestly, that might be something I could just do over here. Because all I need is to put ice in a dealy bob, right? Yeah, just need to put a little bit of ice. And I've got there's a cold biome, yeah, right over here, right? So all I would need to do is I could set up my ice farm. I can set an ice farm up over this way. Okay. Okay, I think I may have some ideas. So that's going to be something we're going to play with, I think, next week on the next stream on Saturday. All right, cool. And I really do need to fix my mangrove farm. I haven't needed mangrove wood, so I haven't worried about it. But yeah, so we'll set up the ice cream shop here. And I think maybe what I'll do is I'll have it drop off ice. Maybe come out this way. Drop off ice and connect back up to the track over here. That would make things a little bit... Whoa, hi. That'll make things a little bit easier. And then I can just do this and the train can be parked over there. Nice. All right, cool. Well, let's go get the RV. And I think we're good. Yeah, see, there are a few other things I do want to do over here, but that might come at a time when I'm a little bit more I'm feeling it a little bit more. I'm just not right now. But yeah, setting up a little shop area over here. You know, just some stands or other things, you know. Couple of like these types of farms over in this area. You know, just make it, yeah, this is going to be whatever farming they want to do. So I may do potatoes and carrots or something over here just to make things nice. And then honestly, no, I'm going to have to, I've got all of these lights up here, but they don't cast that much light down on this level. So yeah, it looks a little bit stupid down here. If I were to come through here and give it a little bit more of a ceiling or something, that might be better, but it is what it is. But okay. Well, cool. We'll sleep here with an iron golem dancing on our chest. That's awesome. All right. And sweet. Oh, I wanted to stand on top of the RV. 'Cause, yeah, that's not a bad look at the field, right? Is it a great field? Yeah. It's definitely a field. It exists. There are crops in it, and that's great. All right. But I think we'll go ahead and call it here. YouTube issues are what they are, I suppose. Let's see if I can make this work. Let's see. Webcam. Look, there's the webcam. And we'll fire up the end credits. Definitely want to thank all of you for hanging out with me today, especially those people that keep scrolling by who are my supporters over at musicfreegaming.com. If you want to help support the show, that is a wonderful place to do it. So be sure to check that action out. And next episode will be on, or next stream will be on Saturday at 7:30 in the morning Mountain Daylight Time. And until then, be excellent to each other. And this is Music Free Gaming signing off. Eventually.